Hi, Jessica. How are you?
Good. How are you doing, Melissa?
I'm great. Thank you so much for joining us. It's really nice to see you again.
Very good to see you as well.
Excellent. All right. Well, can you start off by telling us your name and what kind of work that you do?
Sure. Yeah, as has been stated, my name is Jessica, and I've been working for a number of years in emergency relief work. So often out in the field in difficult locations, serving the people in those environments. And the work that I'm transitioning into is more of a development work. So longer term projects that'll kind of systemically change different areas, different communities around the world.
That's so exciting. Thank you for sharing. So, jumping into this question, what did you find most helpful about our reverse recruiting services?
Yeah, there was a number of things that I found really helpful. The two that I'd like to highlight is probably the aspect of the networking that the reverse recruiter helps with, as well as just allowing a different approach. So one of the reasons I wanted to use the services was I knew that the reverse recruiter would be kind of taking their own approach, both from a personal perspective and the professional perspective of the company. Um, and that was a little bit difficult to let them step into my world of the applications and the companies that I was engaging with, but actually being able to see how a different person would interact and would do the networking was something that I learned a lot from, and has really had did create a lot of connections and has really helped me progress forward in having those connections, and even the openness of the messages that were written. So asking for people to set up phone calls, I wouldn't necessarily have done on my own, but having that be a part of the messages that were sent by the reverse recruiter did bring a lot of really useful connections for me.
That's so great to hear. Absolutely. And the last question, is there anything else you'd like to share with someone considering using these services?
Yeah, I think there's again a lot of things that I could say, but I'd say the one really valuable thing that I didn't think about beforehand was the momentum that it creates. And I would encourage people to really engage with the reverse recruiter as well, and not just to sit back to let the reverse recruiter do the work, but actually working really closely with the reverse recruiter to progress things created a huge momentum for me in the number of applications that were done and the number of messages that were sent and the connections that I now have been able to establish, and just the overall progress. And I think at one time it really felt like there was two of me in the job search and moving forward in a positive way, and being able to have the reverse recruiter to even help in progress my thinking was really helpful. So I think those are kind of intangibles, but also resulting in tangible outcomes that are really useful that I didn't really consider before I started using the services. And they've really been beneficial overall.
That's amazing insight. We thank you so much, Jessica, for sharing, and we wish you the best of luck with your career endeavors.
Thanks. Very glad to have worked with you guys. Really appreciate the collaboration.